Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Tom.
We'd like to invite you to join us to the Video Visitor's Guide to Cape Cod and the Islands on Channel 11 at 8 a.m., 12 noon, 4:30, and 9 p.m., Monday through Sunday.
We'll take you on an adventurous half-hour tour of the Cape and Islands, throwing in a little history, some outdoor activities, and lots of great views.
We'll show you places to see and things to do, and stop along the way and have some fun.
So join us at 8 a.m., 12 noon, 4:30, and 9 p.m., Monday through Sunday on TCI Cablevision's Channel 11.
Chris.
And I'm Tom.
Welcome to the Video Visitor's Guide to Cape Cod and the Islands for 1993.
This year, Chris and I are going to take you on an adventurous Cape Cod vacation.
That's right. Cape Cod leaves no one out, whatever your interest. You can golf, swim, hike, bike, go canoeing, go-karting, horseback riding, shop till you drop, or take boat tours sailing off into the sunsets.
Well, this year, Chris and I have dared each other to explore with you some of the more challenging Cape Cod activities throughout the tour. You won't want to miss it. And when we come back, we'll explore some geographical facts as well as some historical ones.
We'll finish up with a weekly update of upcoming events, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
While exploring the Cape, why not take a trip to the zoo? Come to Aqua Circus. Discover the creatures that inhabit our local ponds, streams, and woodlands. Come have some fun feeding and petting our friendly farm animals. And don't miss Willow, a very talented sea lion. The Aqua Circus, wild animals, local pond and sea life, colorful birds, petting zoo, educational programs, sea lion and seal shows. See it all at the Aqua Circus. Open 7 days a week on Route 28, West Yarmouth.
Nantucket Airlines, the airline more locals choose to fly.
It's a pleasure to be able to deal with Nantucket Airlines and the personnel that they have. Minimal amount of time in the airport and only a 15-minute flight. It really helps with my business on a tight schedule.
You're up and down as fast as you can blink, and taking in that good view is certainly an advantage.
With more flights and better service than any other carrier, fly Nantucket's #1 airline, Nantucket Airlines.
Somewhere other than the night.
Would you like to have the newest and greatest music ever recorded right in the palm of your hand? Everything from great rock titles like Welcome to the Jungle to the classical music you love. Now DMX brings you jazz, oldies, reggae, country, great urban music like Boys to Men, rock classics like the Beatles, and much more. Welcome to the future. Inside, DMX has digitally programmed music from tens of thousands of CDs to play through your home stereo on 30 incredible channels. So now, whatever music you love, all you need is this and this. Want your DMX? Give us a call. Digital Music Express. You may never leave home again.
Well, here we are again in Yarmouth Port at one of the many beautiful bed and breakfast inns that line Route 6A all the way up to Provincetown.
And we promised you some geographical facts on the Cape, so let's get on with the tour. Cape Cod is a peninsula located off the coast of Massachusetts, stretching 70 miles from the canal to Provincetown.
We have water on all sides. Cape Cod Canal to the west, the Atlantic Ocean to the east, Cape Cod Bay to the north, and Nantucket Sound to the south.
The islands of Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket lie just offshore. Ferries and boat tours run daily to the islands, as well as frequent flights from Hyannis Airport.
While touring the mainland, remember that nowhere is the Cape more than 10 miles wide, so feel free to explore. If you should get lost, you will eventually find your way back to one of the 3 main routes.
Route 28 stretches all the way from the Bourne Bridge through Falmouth to Orleans, offering resort town activities such as dining, shopping, and miniature golf. Route 6 starts at the canal and is the only road leading all the way to Provincetown. Route 6A starts just over the Sagamore Bridge and boasts beautiful scenery, old fishing villages, restaurants, and historical homes and sites. In fact, why don't we join Chris while she scouts one out?
Well, here I am at the actual gravesite of Sachem Aino, Native American chief of the Wampanoag tribe, the original inhabitants of Cape Cod. In 1621, when the Pilgrims landed, young Aino had a golden opportunity to delay, if not demolish, the colonization plans of Plymouth Colony. Instead, he chose friendship, giving provisions and assistance as required. Visitors can see the restored 1627 Pilgrim Village at Plymouth Plantation, where men and women portray actual residents from that time. Hobbamock's home site at the same location presents a fascinating view of the Native Americans of southwestern New England and their culture. I&O left another legacy to the Cape in his name. Corruptions of time and tongue had given us the village names of Hyannis and Weano. A fitting honor for our friendly chief and fabled ghost of Barnstable Village. We'll be right back with some more on Barnstable.
When you're looking for a summer blast, then head on down to Bourne Sports World and Bourne Kart Track. They have it all, from golf driving to go-kart riding, bumper cars and bumper boats, kids rides and batting cages, mini golf and mini bikes. It's so much fun, you've got to come and visit Bourne Sports World and Bourne Kart Track, your total family fun amusement center on Route 28, 2 miles south of the Bourne Bridge. Come on, have a summer blast.
Welcome to Ballymead Country Club, conveniently located on Route 151 in North Falmouth. Ballymead is an Arnold Palmer managed facility with spectacular views, challenging golf, and a magnificent clubhouse for your social or business functions, with homes and home sites also available. Call 7 days in advance for affordable daily tee times or to learn more about our full golf memberships. You can even register at our sales office to play golf with Chichi Rodriguez on July 27th. Ballymead, a golfing experience you'll remember forever.
Only one shoe store offers savings, service, and selection all under one roof. Factory Shoe Mart on Route 28 in Dennisport and Deer Crossing, Mashpee. Over 100 famous brand names for men, women, and children. All at savings and all expertly fit by Factory Shoe Mart's knowledgeable sales staff. Shop Factory Shoe Mart today.
It's the place to buy your family shoes. A Cape tradition for shopping smart. Factory Shoe Mart.
Wait a minute. It's Tiki time. The Tiki Port and Tiki Harbor restaurants give you the lift you deserve with Cantonese, Polynesian, Mandarin, and American cuisines for lunch, dinner, cocktails, or takeout. The next time you need a break, at the Tiki Port and Tiki Harbor restaurants.
Hi, and welcome back. I'm here at Calmus Beach, one of the most famous places in the world for windsurfing. In fact, the International Windsurfing Championships were held right here in 1992.
Okay, it's time for your lesson, Tom.
Are you serious? I don't think I'm ready for this. I could be hanging out with Satcham I&O right now. Here goes.
Well, good luck, Tom. Meanwhile, we'll learn some interesting facts about Barnstable. Founded in 1639, named after the town of Barnstaple in England, Barnstable includes Hyannis, the busy center of the Cape. Newly renovated Main Street Hyannis offers over 100 stores and restaurants ranging from casual to elegant. Not far away is Route 132, with shopping malls and more fine restaurants. Hyannis is home to Barnstable Airport. Don't forget frequent flights to the islands and aerial tours. It's also home to the Cape Cod Railroad, which offers scenic train rides. If you like deep sea fishing or cruises, or just watching the boats, stop by the Ocean Street docks on Lewis Bay, or dine overlooking the water. While you're in the area, stop by the John F. Kennedy Memorial, a short distance down Ocean Street. It's Cape Cod's tribute to its most noted summer resident. Barnstable has many fine beaches. On the warm waters of Nantucket Sound are Veterans, Calmus, where Tom is still busy with his windsurfing, C Street in Hyannis, and popular Craigville Beach in Craigville. On the cooler waters of Cape Cod Bay to the north lies beautiful Sandy Neck, a 7-mile-long stretch of barrier beach with rolling dunes and panoramic views, backed by the Great Salt Marsh. If you're interested in seeing another side of Cape Cod, visit Centerville, Osterville, and Cotuit. You'll see stately old New England homes surrounded by lovely gardens and unique beaches for children to enjoy. Centerville also offers an old-style Main Street and diversified shopping along Route 28.
Northside Barnstable Village is home to Cape Cod Community College, the county courthouse, the Sturgis Library, the oldest library in the United States, and the Trazer Museum, which offers an interesting collection of Barnstable history.
Well, we'd better pick up Tom for the rest of the trip. Let's see how it went.
The new Dragonlight restaurant in Hyannis is the perfect place for intimate dining with family and friends. Relax in the surroundings of original modern artwork from China. Their menu has many Oriental dishes from which to choose: authentic Chinese, Szechuan, Mandarin, and Cantonese cuisine. They're open year-round, 7 days a week for lunch and dinner, as well as banquets and parties. The new Dragonlight restaurant, Main Street, Hyannis.
Welcome to the newest Crystal Pineapple on Route 132 in Hyannis. Experience thousands of treasures in this beautiful new shop, including a craft and artisans gallery. You'll find distinctive gifts like Swarovski crystal, handmade glass and crystal, Yadro figurines, and unique items in the craft gallery. Experience treasures from around the world in Cape Cod's most beautiful shops. The original Crystal Pineapple in West Barnstable and the new Crystal Pineapple on Route 132 Hyannis.
Hi, I'm WHDH meteorologist Harvey Leonard. You know, it seems that from time to time, TV signals appear and disappear on Cape Cod. Now, this isn't anything supernatural, and it's not your cable company's fault. It has to do with your island location. When a TV station broadcasts a signal to your home, how much of the signal you'll see on your television set depends in part upon whether the signal travels over land or over the ocean to reach you. If the signal travels over land, more of the signal will be absorbed by the soil and other objects than if the signal travels over the ocean. Now, if two different TV stations are transmitting on the same channel, one in Boston and one in New York City, the signal from New York, because it travels over more ocean surface than land to reach Cape Cod, may be as strong or stronger than the Boston signal, which traveled over more land than water to reach you. How much interference you see and exactly when it happens will depend, among other things, on the weather and the season. Now, I hope this clears things up a little bit, and thanks for watching WHDH TV.
Well, it's great to be dry again, safe and sound here at Seagull Beach, and we're going to continue with our tour of the Mid-Cape of the towns of Yarmouth, Dennis, and Harwich, while Chris climbs Scargo Tower in Dennis.
Yarmouth was established in 1639. It includes the scenic village of Yarmouthport to the north, with its many historic homes along tree-shaded Route 6A. The 1680 Thatcher House, the Winslow Crocker House, and the Captain Banks Hallett House are open to the public. The beautiful botanic trails located just behind the post office are great for hiking. The south side of Yarmouth offers visitors dining, dancing, shopping, and many attractions to visit, including warm water beaches like Seagull Beach and the Bass River Beach. All along Route 28, there are many miniature golf courses. Chris and I tried one earlier.
Okay, hotshot, show me your stuff.
All right, I know you need some help.
Yeah, right.
So the first thing you got to look at is the angle of the sun. Now you got to check your wind.
Okay.
It's very windy. We're working against the wind.
All right, I believe you.
Once you get that, you can sink the putt.
Let's see it. Oh, you sunk it all right.
It's gone.
Now this is how you do it. What'd I tell you?
Well, if I can't sink a putt, I might as well jump over the Bass River Bridge into Dennis with its 16 ocean beaches for sun and fun. West Dennis Beach runs for a mile along warm Nantucket Sound. On the north side, Chapin and Corporation beaches are great for moonlight walks. Traveling down Route 6A, we'll pass by the Cape Playhouse, the oldest straw hat theater in the country. Further along, we get a great view of Scargo Lake and stop at Scargo Tower, where we'll find Chris, who should have made it to the top by now.
Hey, Tom, what took you so long? I've been waiting forever.
Yeah, just wait till we get to the bike trail, Chris.
Never mind that. Come on up and enjoy the view from the tower.
Which, by the way, was named for the Indian princess Scargo. Legend has it that the lake was filled with the tears she cried awaiting her lover.
Chris, do you think any man would ever cry a river of tears for you?
I'm sure they probably run deeper than any puddles ever cried over you.
Ouch.
Anyway, let's move on. to Route 134 where the Cape Cod Rail Trail starts. It's a scenic bicycle path that starts in Dennis and ends in Eastham, but we'll have more on biking later. Route 134 also offers a shopping mall, gift shops, and restaurants. Route 28 in Dennis also offers a variety of interesting stores and places to dine. Our next stop on the Cape is the 7 villages of Harwich, known for their cranberry bogs, fishing, and beautiful harbors, like Witchmere Harbor, the most photographed harbor on Cape Cod. Stay tuned for more. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Toby Farm on Route 6A in Dennis, where you can find beautiful plants at affordable prices. Toby Farm features a full selection of flowers, annuals, and perennials for your garden, including many unusual plants. Our friendly, knowledgeable crew is eager to assist you in your gardening endeavors. Our greenhouse produces a wide variety of beautiful flowers. Our country store is stocked with fresh produce and local New England delights. Come to Toby Farm on Route 6A in Dennis for all your gardening needs.
I'm Don Harrison. CNN Headline News is moving to a new channel. Your cable company is making important new changes to help provide you with the best possible service. And moving channels is one way to meet this goal. We'll continue to deliver the same around-the-clock news coverage and timely reporting you've grown to expect from CNN Headline News, only on a different channel. Watch for our move.
Poofin, A Tiny Miracle, and The Gift from Obadiah's Ghost are 3 stories for children. These beautifully written and illustrated books can be found at Andean World. Richard Wainwright, author and owner of Andean World, will gladly personalize your child's copy. A full line of children's toys, clothing, and safety merchandise can also be found at Andean World. While in the store, browse in our showroom of authentic South American artifacts or admire our selection of women's clothes and jewelry. Andean World, 900 Town Plaza, South Dennis.
Hello, I'm Charlotte Sims, and I want you to know what a wonderful thing is happening here in Harwich. Together, parents, teachers, and children have designed a community playground called Castle in the Clouds. But we need your support. Your reward will be to see a community project reach its completion and see the smiles on the faces of the children you have helped. Thank you.
So we promised you more on bike trails, so here we are at the bike trail at Nickerson State Park in Brewster, where I've challenged Chris to a race.
That's right.
To the top of the hill.
Ready, set, go!
Going.
Boy, did you get to check out the scenery on the way, or were you too busy trying to keep up with me?
A couple more miles, and I'll be looking at you in my rearview mirror.
Yeah.
Let's get going. On with the tour, come on.
Brewster is an old sea captain's village on Route 6A. It's home to several interesting museums, including the Cape Cod Museum of Natural History, and of course Nickerson State Park with family camping. Next, we're going to take you on a quick tour of the narrow strip of land known as the Lower Cape. It starts in Chatham and runs all the way up to Provincetown at the northern tip of Cape Cod. The lovely town of Chatham is famous for its fog, its lighthouse, and the Chatham Break. Rough weather and coastal changes are nothing new to Chatham. The current lighthouse is the successor to several previous towers that have tumbled into the sea. Chatham is also home to the old Atwood House Museum with 14 rooms of interesting antiquities. We pass beautiful Pleasant Bay as we travel up Route 28 toward Orleans. It has some of the best views on the Cape. Next stop, Orleans, the business center of the Lower Cape with its many excellent restaurants and unique shopping. Route 6, 6A, and 28 all meet here, continuing up to Provincetown as Route 6. During the War of 1812, British warships anchored off Rock Harbor and threatened to level Orleans unless they paid a ransom of $1,000. When the citizens refused, a boatload of sailors attempted to land. They were driven off by the townspeople and withdrew, never to return.
Heading up Route 6 from Orleans, we reach Eastham, home of the Salt Pond Visitor Center, where you'll find all kinds of information about the National Seashore. With its high dunes and steep cliffs overlooking the rolling surf of the Atlantic, the National Seashore stretches the length of the Lower Cape and offers wide beaches, bike trails, and self-guided nature trails.
Above Eastham lies quiet Wellfleet, retaining much of the flavor of old Cape Cod. Wellfleet is known for its art galleries, restaurants, and picturesque views.
Further up Route 6, we pass by Truro, hidden among rolling hills and moors. And finally, the adventure begins as we enter colorful Provincetown at the very tip of the Cape. Commercial Street will amaze you with its unusual shops and interesting restaurants. McMillan Wharf offers whale-watching cruises and deep-sea fishing. The 255-foot Pilgrim Monument was built to commemorate the first landing place of the Pilgrims. Hey, Tom, I walked up Scargo Tower. I think it's your turn now.
Nah, I think I'll stay at ground level and check out Provincetown Museum instead.
Okay. The Cape ends at Race Point with Long Point Lighthouse perched on its tip. Well, here we are for our next challenge at Nelson's Riding Stable in Provincetown, just before you hit the Province Land section of the National Seashore.
It's a beautiful way, a little bit different, and exciting. Way to spend a day in Provincetown. Want to go for it?
Yeah, I'm all set. You sure you're all set for this?
I think so. I'll find out.
I think Toby's all set.
Let's go. Yikes.
Father's Day is right around the corner, and Focal Point Studios specializes in full-color custom T-shirts ready in minutes. Put Dad's car, boat, pet, or even yourself on a T-shirt for Father's Day. Focal Point Studio, Post Office Square, Orleans.
Get a natural high this year with a whale watch tour on the Ranger 5. The ocean's wonders will dazzle you with their affectionate display. The Ranger 5 has daily trips from Provincetown, and last year's 100% sighting rate assures you'll see whales or your next trip is free. The Ranger 5 has one of the safest, most knowledgeable crews on the Cape, informing you while the whales astound you. It's affordable for the whole family. You've seen the rest, now sail with the best. The Ranger 5, they'll leave you breathless.
The Center for Coastal Studies is a member-supported nonprofit organization dedicated to research, conservation, and education in the coastal waters surrounding Cape Cod. Center scientists have been studying Cape Cod Bay and educating people about it for 15 years. It's our full-time job. It's important. Our future depends on it. To become a member of the Center for Coastal Studies, please call 487-3622 today.
After dating the guy forever, you think I could tell him anything. Why is this so hard? I'm really scared.
It takes a lot of guts to tell someone he's too drunk to drive. But you can do it. Just say it. Because if you don't, there may be nothing left to say.
Kevin, I'm gonna drive.
Well, we're off to the islands, and what a beautiful way to see them. Martha's Vineyard was named by Bartholomew Gosnold for his daughter Martha and the wild grapes growing all over the island.
Chris, do you know how Nantucket got its name?
I don't know. Was it named after Bartholomew's other daughter, Nan?
No, it's the original Native American name. It means the faraway island. Nantucket was home to about 1,500 Algonquin Indians before settlers arrived in 1660. All that remains of them is the names they gave the different parts of the island.
Look, as we come in for a landing, we can see the wild moors that cover most of the interior and the beaches lining Great Point.
The town of Nantucket is the center of activity, with gracious mansions lining cobblestone streets. Nantucket was the world center for whaling nearly a century ago, and the Whaling Museum on Broad Street is full of artifacts from that era.
There are many ways to enjoy Nantucket's natural beauty. Bicycling or hiking the many back trails through the moors, inline skating, surfing, or just enjoying the waves at Surfside, Cisco, Madaket, or Sconset, or the milder waters of the northern beaches.
Well, our adventure is wrapping up. We hope we've given you some good ideas on how to start your own Cape Cod vacation. We'd like to thank you for joining us, and we've sure had a blast.
That's right. And please, while visiting the Cape, remember to protect its fragile ecology. We'd all like to see it remain as is for future generations.
That's right. And also stay tuned for a list of upcoming events that changes every week. And that's brought to you by the Massachusetts State Lottery and by Tedeschi Fruit Shops.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Nantucket Airlines, the airline more locals choose to fly.
It's a pleasure to be able to deal with Nantucket Airlines and the personnel that they have. Minimal amount of time in the airport and only a 15-minute flight. It really helps with my business on a tight schedule.
You're up and down as fast as you can blink, and taking in that good view is certainly an advantage.
With more flights and better service than any other carrier, fly Nantucket's #1 airline, Nantucket Airlines.
Call an ambulance, there's been a boating accident.
Is it possible to ask anyone I need a cross street.
Say that again, Paul. You got cut off.
If you right there on the scene of
Last year, 473 drunk boaters failed to pass this breath test.
You say either, I say either. You say neither, and I say neither. Either, either, and either, neither. Let's call the whole.
Massachusetts is the home to hundreds of beach nesting birds, like the rare piping plover. So this summer, remember to share the beach, because for wildlife, survival is no vacation.
Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Let's call the whole thing off.